Yeah, this is my first video. If you, yeah, that's my first video. I did a couple review. Oh yeah, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is. I'm not gonna tell my real name. I'm just gonna tell you my YouTube name, Akira187, and I am a gunpla YouTuber. I review gunpla, and usually, uh, yeah, I do gunpla, and I probably upload some stuff I do. The older stuff I do, older video I do. There's some I'm not gonna upload to YouTube. So yeah, there. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, I just bought two new Gun Plus, not brand new but new. There's is this one, the 1144 gun tank. This is the one of the first one that came out in the 80s. And let's take a look what's inside. Hold on, I just need to find my cutter. Or not cutter, just a scissor. I forgot where the heck do I even put my cutter. Hold on. Um. duh. Yeah, I don't think we need cutter. We only need a scissor. Let's get this thing open and let's see what's inside. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is what's inside. It's only a single pack and only a sheet of manual. So this is everything in the back. And this is in everything in here is on one color basically, and you also have to paint it, but we're not gonna build this thing right now because it's gonna take a long time. Instead, just gonna show you the other one I bought, which is quite recent, the 1144 Revival RX-78-2. Finally, I got this thing. This is one of my wish list of this year or last year. Let's open it up and let's see what's inside. This is supposed to be like an entry grade level kit, so I think it's not gonna be that complex. Besides, right there you go. Got pack 1, 2, and an old school style manual, but in like a good one. So let's take a look at the manual. So this is the story of someone who grew up with the gunpla, and yeah, let's build it. So just gonna put my camera here. Oh boy. Let me just see. Yeah, it's good. So let's start building. Oh, right. I've got my tools here. My nippers, tools, everything else. Quite nice. All right. Here's my. Oh yeah, it's kind of messy here. You don't really need to bother. Sorry, I'm not really a clean guy or something. But yeah, that. Right. Let's start building. Start from the head. Okay, so this is not supposed to be complicated. Alright, so okay, let's start with the head. That's I need to A2. Okay, it's kind of mess here. Boy. Alright, so that's quite a mess. Hold on a sec. Let me just search. There you go. My trusty yeah, I take them off with hands, my fingers, so That's unusual for builders, I think. And just figure out how to even put this thing on. Oh, here you go. Done the face, now the rest. Me too. Yeah, everything have to be like, hidden camera. Oh, did it press something? Oh, I don't. Yeah, I don't. The camera is not visible from here, so it's kind of difficult to know if it's if I press something or not. I kind of have to approach the camera because the phone I'm using is at my PC, so I have to really be careful. And yes, this is some of the funny part. We touched the full head, like this guy, like the Gundam is wearing a helmet, so it's kind of funny actually. So it's like this. Look at this. Look at this. This guy's wearing a helmet. Look at that. Now, I'll modify this thing a little bit. I'm gonna cut this thing off, but not now. Or now, but later on. Kind of lazy to do modifications right now, so not now. Oh, darn. Darn! Alright, there you go. And here's the red head part. Just get need your hands. If it's small and not really tight, just use your hands to cut off, to like take off the part. Oh boy, this thing's kind of hard. Alright, here's the head. Done. Here's the head, guys. It's pretty good actually. Even though it has some miscolors, but I think I could fix it. I think. I don't really know because I think I don't really have the required tool. We're gonna put it over there. Okay, so next part would be the arms. It would be the B13 and B14. Oh boy. Oh, that nut mark just flew away. And look at this. This part is actually very clean when I cut it. Like that. It almost the nut mark is almost invisible. You just need to sand it off just to just for the perfection. Kind of sanding off. I think it's the first time I've seen this thing. I really like the classic look because I don't know, I just like it. I'm not really into it or something like that. Really. Right, so just got the hand attached. Now I just need to uh, unclip one of the other parts. Actually, just use hands. Forget nippers. Use hands. Look, this is literally just an entry grade in another mold, so I could just build this faster. If you don't know, when I lock in and building this thing with hands, I'm faster, baby. Take a look. Just need to follow the instruction manual. Just need to follow. Be careful, like carefully, and then bam, you're done. I'm just gonna review it after I build this thing. Yeah, actually, the darker parts, kind of have to, uh, there's a little bit of this thing here, so I kind of have to probably cut it with a cutter or something. This is my first experience of building whatever, like these type of gun plus, so You're gonna have to. The hands are not really articulated. Really, it's only it have, it's a sandwich style and has a hole. So, well, no, I just cut the wrong hand. It's not really hard, really, to pluck them off. Like really, right? To pluck them off, really, you don't really need to put too much energy. Just and done. Here's the hand. I just really need to. Now I just have to build the shoulders, which then is the next page. Actually, no, I don't need to build the shoulder yet because really, it doesn't really need to be. Hold on a sec. This thing is kind of hard for me. Okay, now let's just do that. Let's continue with the build. So for building gunpla to copy parts to like sync build, I don't really know what they call this. It's kind of actually it's very easy actually. You just really need to follow the instruction. Wait a second. I think I put it the wrong way. There you go. That's a better. So let's continue with the leg. Legs are actually quite simple, I think. So pluck off one of the parts and no, not really, not bam, just done. Let's see. Some parts you have to use cutter. You have to use nippers because some of the parts are kind of tight. Like this foot part right here, can't really just pluck it off by yourself. You kind of have to use force if you don't have nippers. But if you have nippers, you're really lucky to get because you can get things apart, get things in place. That's what I mean. Just like all right, great. Really. And yes, look at this detail. This is the foot part. This thing is like bland. There's no details at all or at all. Wait a sec. Is this even a foot part? I don't think so. Gosh. Hold on. It's the foot part. Just have to know how to get it. How do I even get it in? Okay. So there. Bam. Leg leg number one is done. Leg number two. I just really need to you just really need to memorize everything. Or actually, never mind. You just need to pluck them sideways to get this part off. This is not a speedrun build, so just enjoy the thing. So just enjoy it. I think. As I'm not following the instruction this time, I'm doing it my way because I'm locking in. I'm very locking in. Wait, where's the part? Oh, I forgot to take it off. Done. Now, let's get to the body. Oh, wait a sec. It's the step skips. Oh, never mind. There's one in the back. It's in the back. Right. Let's start from the. Let's start. Just pluck every part you need and memorize how they look. Oh, yo, this is kind of hurt. Oh, oof, that hurts my fingers. Blue parts off, off, crotch, off. Darn, darn, this thing, this kind of hurts. Yeah, this thing is quite thin, so I have to use nipper just to not break it. This thing is very fragile. Like this thing is very thin. Okay, so uh, I'll just talk while building. So if you don't know, if you have a very strong memory, you should be pretty easy to build a freaking model kit, any model kit like gunpla or something. I think it should be easy for someone who has very strong memories. Like you, if you don't have a memory of a goldfish, if you don't have one, you're gonna be very. It's gonna be a very easy thing for you to build a gunpla, especially if you cut off the parts, like cut every part, then you're just memorizing it of from its instruction and just build it. Darn, this thing is quite hard. Oh, boy, boy, what? Yeah, I think it doesn't really snapping in. I think parts can be a problem. So I just have to start setting it down. I think that's even enough, so I'll just use it anyway. Never mind, it actually, it actually came through that easily. Okay, that's very good. And about that, I don't say I have a very good memory. I'm very memory. My memory is 50-50 goldfish though. Like for real. I'm not joking. Oh, how do I insert this? Okay, there you go. Oh, flip happened. And that's a lock. It also locks, dude. Like there's a locking system over here. Let me just check. Is the camera even alive? It's alive. And look at this. It has a locking system. Like, yeah. Look over here. Hold on. Yeah, its camera is quite blurry. Yeah, it has a very good locking mechanism. You have to put the shoulders upside down. Do this. There. Look at that. That's very advanced for me. So that was very cool. Okay, so I have to stand up. I don't know why it's standing up. Okay, down. Now, assembling the of the parts. Head here, hands, and legs. Here's the Gundam. It's done. Not yet. Alright, we'll have to finish the rest. Alright, I think I forgot one part. Good. Oh, right. Hold on. Hold on a sec. I think the part's either here. Oh, right. I think it's here. No. I think it's in here. Right, here's the holder now. Now for it to attach to here, I think it's... Oh, it's like this. That's pretty far. That's pretty good. Pretty good, I think. And finished product. It looks kind of derpy, but I like the design. It's pretty cool, pretty classic. Like, even though it's actually very good, looking very good. Right. I'll let's do the review right now. Yeah, I'm doing. Let's do a review. Right. So you have seen everything in the box. So now we just cut off a couple parts before we just start the review. All right. Okay. You guys have seen everything in the box. I'll just take out the manual book just for a little bit of those storytelling. I'll just skip this for. All right. So here's the finished model. Yeah, I just finished it, and let's check a review. So for the design itself, it's based off the original gunpla, the first gunpla, the first RX-782. This thing doesn't really want to stand on soft surfaces, so I have to it's like lean it like this. But before we get into it, let's get to the main book to see the story. So here's the story of a builder. His name is his name is, I don't know. So this is like one of the experiences of the older, like the kids back in the day. Would apply too much glue on the shoulder connects, and they would end up immobile. That's actually a pretty sad story. If it's me, I would be done. I would be done building that thing. And yeah, there's more here. There's not the story. It's not a story, really. Here's another one. Many of us couldn't wait to paint dry and ended up touching the part for them to get covered in fingerprints. Trying to wipe it out off with tissue would only worsen the situation. We tried our best to paint our kits with brushes, but it was a difficult process. That's actually a pretty sad story. Not the best sad story, but a very sad one. It's like it's a nightmare. Okay, like get this, I'm building a model kit that uses glue, even though it's not a mecha or humanoid, it's car. But like, if you accidentally glue the wheels, it's immobile. I mean, like it kind of depends. It depends. You only want to, you kind of want to, display it regularly or kind of play with it a little. Anyway, let's get back to the gunpla itself. Look at this guy. This guy. Let's see. Let's compare it with the entry grade that I already customized. So in comparison, hold on. This is a comparison. This is the entry grade RX-72 that I already customized, and this is the the old one. This is literally just the grandpa. Like, son, what you doing? Why you red? Father, I've been customized by the guy that record us. Oh darn, that's pretty bad of you. Kind of feel sad. that would be a very that would be a very funny thing. Like your this grandpa here is literally just upgraded. This is his grandson, his grandson, like a junior version. Let's just take everything away. Right. Anyway, for aesthetics, this is the 1980s. This is the 80s aesthetics. From the head uses of course, a very clever technique using the shadow as the black eye. Like if you do it, if you seen like this, like you covered the side, it kind of looked like it has a very come on, it that like oh yeah, it kind of uses the shadow as the black, but doesn't really apply to me. Actually, if you do it like this, it kind of appears. Like overall details, it's it's an 80 mold kit, so you don't really have to expect much. But really, for articulation, his head can rotate, just a rotation at the head. The arms can rotate 360. It can go out that much. It doesn't have a swivel. It does have a elbow joint, but it's very limited. Like very limited. Like look at this. It's not really up to modern standard. Nothing in the waist. Legs can go forward that much, backward that much. No splits or whatsoever. There's no rotation. It has a not close 90. It doesn't do 90 degrees bend, and the legs and the foot, it doesn't really do much. Overall, even though this is a very limited though it has really limited articulation, you don't really have to be mad about it. It's an old mold. It's a very old mold, like in the 80s. That's the years that my parents born, probably. So yeah, the accessories. Here's a beam rifle. If you hold on, let me just pull out the entry grade for comparison. Hold on. Oh boy. Like oh boy. Okay, so uh hold on. Hold on a sec. So here's the comparison. This one, and this is the old mold. The very old mold. It has some things here. I don't really care though. Look at this. It's derp. It's literally effed up compared to this one. This one's more modern. It has a tilt. You can tilt the camera, this thing as well. But what? This thing is just one piece of plastic. You don't move this. It's a one piece of plastic. And we attached to the gunpla. The grandpa here is just like sliding it on, and there you got it. Doesn't really do much. Doesn't or it does its articulation. Even though it's boring to play with, but it's kind of fun to do memes with this thing. I guess like super OP gunpla. Like this guy could be a gag character if you have enough stop motion. Maybe making something funny. And here's the shield. In comparison, this is the shield I already customized. Here's the comparison. So the back then this thing like a white forehead. This thing is like a little more a little more a little consistent. Look at this. The looks. It's pretty far. But it can, it can slide in, and Yeah, it doesn't really do much either. Like this guy could be a gag character, if you want to do stop motion about this guy is probably a gag character. Limited articulation, but super OP. Like my god, this thing is pretty funny. For me, the aesthetics are cool, funny, classic, but I think overall, it's worth it. Very worth it. The technology is new. Okay, there's also two more accessories. There's the beam saber, which is a literal chopstick, and there's another beam saber that you could attach beam effect to it. This is not the one I took from the Intrigate. The Intrigate is also already painted this. You can take a beam saber effect and put it on. Like, yeah. And overall, this old man is actually pretty good for me. Okay, for me. No. There you go. Yeah, it's probably a very good gag character. like, like seriously, you gotta be. This gotta be concerning when you see this walking at the street. And here's the very small beam saber. Like this thing ain't a sword. This thing is a baton or something. Like a police hit you with this thing. Like come here, come here, you criminal scum. You're list. Like oh shoot, it's the police. Run! Like oh boy, that would be a very funny one. But then, for 198 rupee, 1,000 rupiah, this thing is pretty good. You've got the colors, you've got the aesthetics, which is the vault of an old kid. Like this guy, it's a really good kit. For to be honest, to be very honest here, this is a good kit, a great kit. This thing deserves a very good. This thing deserves a good ranking of a gunpla. This, even though it doesn't have the same thing as probably a rising theme or something, but this kit is cheap, good, and has a very unique aesthetics. And has a unique aesthetics, and a waist articulation if you even don't want that. But yeah, I think that's very good for now. See y'all later. Goodbye.